Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to day 2 of albums that are 50 years old in 2023. That's right, we're looking back 50 years to the year 1973. All albums from 1973 are turning 50 years old this year. They're having their 50th birthday, 50th anniversary of their releases. I'm counting down my favorite 31. Really tough. 1971 is a banner year. Or I should say was a banner year for rock releases, whatever, music releases. The overall list, I can tell you guys generally how I work it is I put together a list of all of the albums that I really like from each of these years we look at. And then I have to whittle it down to my favorite 31. There's some tremendous albums that'll just miss my cut of 31. Because again, it's got to be the ones that are your favorites, the ones you've listened to the most, right? So there's some stellar stuff that I absolutely love that are just not quite making the cut. They'll be in the honorable mentions, right? Doesn't mean I don't love them. They just, 31, I just happen to listen to more. And from this year, well over 100. Well over 100. So let's talk about my day number 2 pick, as I know you're all waiting for me to shut up and just get to that. This album was released January 12th, 1973. Right? So right at the beginning of the year. Recorded, let's see, in all over the place. Rome, Italy, Frankfurt. We're using the Rolling Stones mobile unit. The label was Purple Records. The album is Who Do We Think We Are? From Deep Purple. All right, 4th studio album featuring the Mark II lineup of Ian Gillan, Ritchie Blackmore, Roger Glover, Ian Pace, and John Lord. It was the 7th studio album overall from this band. This would be the last studio release from the Mark II era of the band before Ian Gillan and Roger Glover would leave to be replaced by none other than Mr. David Coverdale and Mr. Glenn Hughes, right? And of course, that's got its own history, right? But this lineup would reconvene in 1984, a little over a decade later, on the Perfect Strangers album and tour. But that's a story for another day. So what do we have on this particular album? So I've long said that Who Do We Think We Are is my least favorite of the 4 original Mark II era Deep Purple albums. That is still the case. However, it's still a damn good album. You know, I think all those 4 albums in Rock, Fireball, Machine Head, and Who Do We Think We Are all really either classic to excellent to very, very good albums. And while this one still is my least favorite of the 4, it's still really good because when you have songs like Woman from Tokyo, you know, Mary Long, Super Trooper, Smooth Dancer, and then side 2 is really good. Rat Bat Blue, dun, 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 dun. Excellent. Place in Line and Our Lady. Our Lady. Tremendous stuff. Tremendous stuff. It's just not quite up to the quality of the 3 that came before, but it's still a really, really good hard rock record. Really good hard rock record. And yeah, I mean, the performances are great considering the band is ready to kill each other. You know, Blackmore and Glover are at each other's Blackmore and Gillan are at each other's throats, right? And if you look into the lyrics of some of the stuff, you can tell that they're kind of talking about each other in the lyrics, right? There's definitely some bad blood going on in there. But yeah, even if you watch some of the live stuff that was recorded right around this period, you can see Gillan and Blackmore will not even look at each other or interact with each other on stage. I mean, there was some definite stuff going on there right around this time. So yeah, but it's still, when I look at all the albums that came out in 1973, it's still Purple for me. It's still a very, very strong album from them. It's just not maybe an A or A plus album. It's more kind of like a B plus or an A minus. So to put it in weird terms. So yeah, Who Do We Think We Are? Strange album cover, I think. Always thought too. Granted, you got the guys in the band you can kind of see in the little bubbles here, but overall it's kind of an odd album cover. But it is, it is Deep Purple. So that is my pick. Day number 2, as we continue to look at albums from 1973 that are celebrating 50-year birthdays this year, or 50th anniversaries, however you want to look at it. So let us know what you think of Who Do We Think We Are from the mighty Deep Purple in the comments below, as well as your pick for day 2 here as we work our way through December, looking back on the great year that was 1973. So thanks for watching, everybody. I probably should toss in some chart information on these. This peaked at number 15 on the Billboard charts here in the States, and this went gold in the States. 500,000 units sold. Also went gold in France, plus 25,000 copies sold in Sweden. So it was not a huge album for the band, but, still a legendary album for them. So anyway, off we go. See you tomorrow for another one. Visit us on the web at www.seaoftranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. All together, all the damn time. Thanks for watching each and every day. I know this is going to be a fun month. Looking back on a great year in music. So we'll see you each and every day throughout the month. And then, of course, next month we will do albums that are 40 years old. And then in March, 30 years old. That's how we do this each and every year. So thanks. I am Pete Pardo. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell so you get alerted of all of our content as it posts. Please do hit the like button, very, very important as well. And if you'd care to make a channel donation, the link below, down there, to our Ko-Fi page, where you can do that, as well as the link to our merch page, where you can get all sorts of cool Sea of Tranquility stuff. So lots to look at down there, including the link to the webzine. And we'll see you real soon here with more stuff, right? So take care, everybody. I am Pete Pardo. Bye-bye.